Yeah, I drink from a fucking cat mug. Call me a pussy. Call me gay. Call me a cat man. Please don't call me those things. It's just a cup. It's just a coffee cup. Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon Perna, a man who is now all in on the Steelers, as my soul will die and be incinerated in hell with Satan's vagina if I see the Patriots go to another goddamn Super Bowl. I'm reviewing the Steelers' win over the Chiefs. In Kansas City, I know you lost, but take solace in being the only team in the NFL with a Chris Jones. Well, at least a Chris Jones who is half dancer, quarter dragon, quarter Saint Bernard to form a smoke-breathing slobber dragon. Nobody can stop that guy. That's good sports. This episode is sponsored by CWHemp.com. Get your Charlotte's Web hemp oil with my promo code That's Good for 10% off of your order. If you have anxiety because your football team lost in the playoffs, get your Charlotte's Web hemp oil. If you have anxiety from real problems in the real world, get some Charlotte's Web hemp oil. If you want to make me happy, get some Charlotte's Web hemp oil. Again, Chiefs fans, I feel for you. And I have a lot of respect for your tackle, Eric Fisher, who tweeted this after the game. R.I.P. my mentions. That's a guy with a good sense of humor. Except it's the wrong Eric Fisher, you fucking idiot Twitter fucks. This guy's a weatherman, and you're blaming the playoff loss on him. Oh, if you're gonna talk shit, at least talk shit to the right Eric Fisher or Jeff Fisher. You can always talk shit to him. If you didn't know, Fisher was called for holding on the Chiefs' 2-point conversion play that negated the conversion. That's why people are hating on him. I will say this, to see a game decided on a holding penalty sucks. But do I think Fisher held? Yeah, a little bit. If he didn't hold, James Harrison probably would have destroyed Alex Smith, breaking up the play, so at least Fisher gave the Chiefs offense a second chance to try to get the 2-point conversion. I'll tell you who doesn't have a sense of humor, even though he pretends to have one on TV, Travis Kelce.
And try not to let it get in the ref's hands, but the other one's controlling the game.
This is the most bitter loss you've ever.
I mean, it sucks. This sucks. There's an unbelievable play called last drives. Alex just drove us down there, fourth down after fourth down, making plays. The momentum's getting on our side, and then just get our jugulars ripped out because the ref felt bad for James Harrison falling on the ground. It's ignorance. The ref number 51 shouldn't even be able to wear a zebra jersey ever again. He shouldn't even be able to work a Foot Locker.
Oh, no. How dare you? How dare you insult Foot Locker employees, you son of a bitch? They are the finest athletes in the mall. And that's why my application was rejected so many times. My favorite part of the video, though, is the Chiefs PR guy at the very end.
The ref number 51 shouldn't even be able to wear a zebra jersey ever again. He shouldn't even be able to work a Foot Locker.
Okay, guys.
You guys have a good day.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He said,
Okay, guys.
You guys have a good day.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
but he meant, shut the fuck up, Kelce, you giant idiot. You just made my job 10 times harder, you cocksucker motherfucker. That's what he was thinking. For a third time, I feel for you, Kansas City, but I am glad your diaper baby boy tight end lost the game. Him bitching about the refs after he dropped a huge pass and had a ridiculous personal foul penalty is like me complaining about food getting stuck in my beard. It's like, just shave it off if you don't want to deal with the food. But then I'm like, I have a weak facial bone structure, I can't get rid of it. This is how the game started. The Steelers took the opening kick and marched down the field in freezing cold weather with a perfect blend of runs and passes, only to throw it on 3rd and short to not convert the 3rd down on the 4-yard line. A beautiful drive wasted with the field goal. This would be the theme for the night in the Steelers. On the Chiefs' first drive, we saw all 3 of their best playmakers touch the ball. Spencer Ware, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, all for first downs on their first possessions. but it was the rarely talked about and sparsely used Albert Wilson who ended the drive with a touchdown catch in the corner of the end zone on an Alex Smith rollout. Very impressive opening drive by the Chiefs. Looked like they might run away with the game, but that would be the only touchdown scored in the entire game until the fourth quarter. Then Al Michaels said this.
Hurt his ankle. He told us last night he thought originally it was his shoulder.
So Ben Roethlisberger can't tell the difference between a shoulder injury and an ankle injury?
Hurt his ankle. He told us last night he thought originally it was his shoulder.
That must mean he hurts everywhere, always, or he's the dumbest quarterback in the history of the NFL. Ben, can you please point to where it hurts? Ben hurts here. Okay, let us take a look at your shoulder. Your shoulder looks pretty good to us, Ben. You looked at my shoulder, you fucking idiot doctor. It was my foot that hurt the whole time. Fuck one. Ben, go back out to field and crush touchdowns. Yeah, I'm Ben Roethlisberger. But Ben didn't go crush any more touchdowns. The Steelers kicked another field goal to take a 9-7 lead.
Don't really think too much, don't think.
Eric Berry absolutely pulverized Le'Veon Bell on that drive. And I've watched Berry light people up all year. And I think it's strange that a man who nearly died himself now tries to end other human lives every time he's on the field. He's a tough son of a bitch with dreamy eyes. The second quarter was pretty awesome. Doug Dupree hit Alex Smith on a blitz. While Smith was throwing, the ball flailed through the air and was picked off by Ryan Shazier. The Steelers were in the red zone again, and the exact same thing happened to them. Ball pops up, and the people destroyer, Eric Berry, picked it off in the end zone. At this point, the Steelers had 4 red zone trips.
Don't really think too much, don't think.
And came away with 3 field goals and a turnover. The Steelers finally remembered, hey, we have the best running back in the fucking NFL, so let's just give it to him. Bell passed 100 yards in the second quarter on 17 carries, converted a 3rd and 9, returned the favor to Berry by hitting him with his shoulder, and then the Steelers refused to call any other play besides hand it off to Bell. So they stalled and settled for their 4th gooch punch of the day, going up 12-7 heading into halftime. Last week, Le'Veon Bell embarrassed the Dolphins, and he continued to manhandle the Chiefs' defense in the second half. He bested Arian Foster's record for most rush yards in his first 2 playoff games with 337, crushing Foster's record. And if you're even somewhat perceptive, you can guess how the Steelers' drive ended.
Don't really think too much, don't think.
With a Boswell field goal. At age 38, James Harrison sacked Alex Smith in a playoff game. He's 38, and he's still sacking QBs in the postseason. Here's an interesting stat. The only time James Harrison smiles is when a baby angel dies in a terrible car wreck. The Chiefs kicked a field goal, cutting Pittsburgh's lead down 15-10. That was the 6th field goal in the game. Only 1 touchdown since the first quarter, which always makes football fans very happy. Then guess what happened? Another field goal. Yes, a motherfucking field goal from 43 yards out for the second time. 7 field goals to set a postseason field goal record.
Don't really think too much, don't think.
NFL kickers have already referred to this game as the most exciting football game they have ever seen, which forces me to do this. Chris Boswell, you have officially been awarded the Big Dick Player Award for your 6th field goal performance. Mason Crosby got a Big Dick Player Award, and now Chris Boswell gets a Big Dick Player Award, setting another NFL record. It's the only time 2 kickers have both won the award on the same fucking day. Enjoy it, Boswell. It's the only time you're gonna win something besides football games, and maybe a Super Bowl. The Chiefs found themselves on the 12-yard line after Chris Conley was nearly decapitated by Sean Davis, who went helmet to helmet. Conley did walk off the field, but it was a brutal hit, and it's sad. It's really sad that Davis wasted that hit on a not Patriot. This drive by the Chiefs took close to 7 minutes off the clock and converted a 4th and 2 to set up a 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. Spencer Ware rushed into the end zone on his first attempt. The game was 18-16 Steelers, and the 2-point play was in the waiting. And the Chiefs converted the 2-point conversion with a pass to, no.
There wasn't a hold on my guy Eric Fisher, and sure enough, I hope 7-2 doesn't go the entire offseason thinking it was his fault. That was
a holding call. It was a holding call on Eric Fisher. So the ball gets moved back to the 12-yard line for the attempt. Of course, the Chiefs couldn't convert that. The Steelers held on to their 18-16 lead, and it was a hold, as I mentioned earlier. The Chiefs' special teams did pin Pittsburgh deep in their territory, but Ben Roethlisberger did a very Ben Roethlisberger thing. Scrambled to the right, extended a play long enough for Antonio Brown to convert a third down, allowing the Steelers to run out the clock. The Steelers win with a guy who all he does is
Come out here, put it through the yellow pipes.
yellow pipes. I believe that is what Le'Veon Bell calls his bong collection. Make sure you check back here later in the week. I will have the prediction episode for the Steelers-Patriots AFC Championship game. If you think I'm not good at predicting football, you're fucking wrong. I predicted all 4 playoffs games right this weekend, and I'm gonna do it again. But I only have to do 2 this week. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Make sure you subscribe here. Give me a follow on Twitter at Brandon Perna if you want to talk football, if you want to talk shit. It's all welcome. It's all fun. Also, 10% off of your Charlotte's Web hemp oil at cwhemp.com with the promo code ThatsGood.